Well, they did say that the ship was going to be really quiet. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we recruited Morden. And this time, we're going to go around, we're going to talk to him, and we are also going to do one other thing now that we have Morden unlocked.
Shepard, how can I help?
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
What I want to talk about is this upgrades. Every party member will now have upgrades that they can offer. Actually, I think except for the DLC party members, because you don't have this talk through, but go through, make sure you talk to everyone, pick up their upgrades.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
This will pop us into the research menu, and right here, this will give us Morden's Omni tool, where he can get 20% extra tech power damage. Some of these are fairly insignificant, for example, Morden's 20% tech power damage. However, some of them are crucial, and quote-unquote required. Required for the optimal ending. For example, Miranda's, I believe, is one of those. I think it's Miranda's. So, go through, talk to everyone. You might as well get them. So, yeah.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratories. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular, very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Task Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
I love Morden so much. I feel like he's not really anyone's like number one favorite character, but he's a consistent top 5. I feel like.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The Collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
It's actually Jacobs, really. The Solaris Armor Tech. This is actually the one that I was talking about last episode. This episode. It's basically required. Normandy Armor Upgrade. The Asari-made Solaris Armor Grip upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if hit by a blast powerful enough to penetrate its shields. Make sure you get this.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
If you want, Commander. Cerberus has ranks, but it's not the Alliance. No rules about fraternization. Your boat, your call. You want to get friendly with everyone? That's your business.
Relax, Jacob. I'm just interested in what makes you tick.
Anyone else said that, I'd walk away. Most Cerberus people try to play like the elusive man, hiding bullshit behind a smile. But you? I like what I've seen. I'll give you a shot. What do you want to know?
Anyone waiting for you back home?
Only child and no extended family. Never settled down. Didn't seem fair with this job. But you can't miss what you never had.
I know you and Miranda worked together. I got the impression it might have been more than that.
It got a little close. Then it got really far apart. The rest isn't your business, Commander.
Consider it dropped. I trust you to keep everything professional, Jacob.
Thanks. That always bugged me about the Alliance. They didn't let people handle their own problems. Cerberus isn't any better. They just put more effort into hiding how much they spy on you.
Let them watch. We're not hiding anything.
Wouldn't matter if we were. It's not like they can reel us in. We're handling this, whether they like it or not. Anyway, I should get back to prep. Nice talking to you, Shepard. Let's do it again sometime.
Again, even though Jacob's a pretty boring character, he's definitely someone who I would like to know in real life. Out of any of the cast, he's the most adjusted to actually knowing. Your life from Mom. This is why I will pretty much always choose the Spacer background, because Spacer background is the only one where Shepard has a living family. From Mom. So I have to find out my child is alive third hand from Alliance brass. Where the hell have you been? I figure whatever you're doing is classified, likely part of your Spectre operations. Just stay safe out there and keep doing your mom proud. And sneak something through a secure channel next time. Love, your mother, Captain Hannah. I love the Spacer background just for this. This, plus in Mass Effect 3's Citadel DLC, you get to actually talk to Shepard's mom, which is such an amazing little detail that I will always choose Spacer. Gift of Words from Consort Shaira. Commander, I thought that my Gift of Words had been incorrect. An embarrassing notion, but my contacts tell me you yet survive. I am pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only your resolve was tested. Now I fear you cannot rely only on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well, Consort Shaira. Shaira was a fairly major side character in Mass Effect, being part of the strangest little thing with the mysterious Prothean artifact on, I forget the planet's name, but it started with an E. Shaira, again, just fascinating stuff from her. From Dr. Chloe Michelle. Dear Commander Shepard, I was relieved to hear that you were alive. I was devastated to hear of the destruction of the Normandy, that those people who didn't make it off in time. After you went missing or were presumed dead, I feared I'd never see you or Garrus ever again. You and he did so much to help clean up the wards when you were hunting for Saren. The galaxy needs more people like you, and I'm glad that you're still here to protect those of us who have grown to depend on both of you. Is Garrus with you by any chance? After being so happy to hear of your survival, I wondered if perhaps he might have ended up with you. Left a few messages on the public accounts, but you know how he is about checking his mail, and I don't think the comm address I had for him works anymore, because he hasn't returned any calls. Always busy on his grand crusades, great passions, then he focuses on them to the exclusion of anything or anyone else. Anyways, if you know where he might be, I would really love to hear from him, or if both of you could come by the next time you're near the Citadel. Thanks, Chloe Michelle. Chloe Michelle, the doctor that we met on the wards in Mass Effect 1, led us towards Tali, which ultimately led us towards our actual being allowed to pursue Saren. And she has a little bit of a crush on Garrus. I love her. She's also a very fun minor character. Oh, wrong button. Untitled from Error, invalid send name. Hey Shepard, heard I have to thank you for getting me out of purgatory. Sent a ship to round me up, but they didn't weapons check good enough. I'm gonna carve your name instead of mine to my next victim as thanks. Got anyone you need dead? You did take a shot at me though on my way out, so I'll have to kill you. You know how it goes. Dad told me that you let anyone hurt you, you get ideas soon. Make sure to send a message. Not like I'm sending now though. See you around to the people who live here, and make sure it's showtime. Look out for your name. I'll make sure you find it before I find you. Billy. Aw, thanks, Billy. From Chief Medical Officer Chalkus, Commander, I've done further investigating regarding your facial scarring. The old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggression and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there is surgical equipment we can use to insulate your cybernetic implants, accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I've updated plans with the new medical equipment to your research terminal in the tech lab. Sincerely, Chalkus. If you want to be Renegade but don't want to have the look of the Renegade Shepard, you could do this. I might actually try to see if I could find a mod to keep me with the normal amount of scarring, because I do like that look a little bit more than just completely clean, but that's besides the point.
Commander, Jack's tattoos are beautiful. As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet approaches sex casually. I don't think she understands her own motivations. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes advances on you. If you want her respect, think twice.
I'll do my best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Nothing
I better go.
extra.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I keep forgetting that Kelly also has some dialogue for when you first bring people in. So, you know, that's something I should really double check on. What if she... Well, except for, again, DLC characters.
Morden's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, what's up?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Just wanted to check in on that. Now it's time to go and check in on what Joker has to say about Morden, because I'm sure it'll be lovely. And also comment on Jack being brought on a mission.
Commander,
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
well, about the ones you went out with last. I'm not saying anything about Jack, I'm not stupid. And I like Kasumi, but why do I feel like I need to check the Citadel for parts she may have pawned? It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything is going well up here?
It was until the thing started questioning my every move. It won't let anything slide.
You were deliberately falsifying maintenance reports, Mr. Moreau.
Not falsifying, tweaking. I always round up on task times. It makes us look good when we come in under.
Harmless self-promotion. Edie can ease off on that.
Very well, Shepard.
Yeah, go power. I win.
Joker.
Right, no hard feelings. Good game.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
It sounds so sad when he says, "See you, Commander." And apparently I missed out on the Morden dialogue. That sounds wrong. It feels wrong. I need to fix that. But that's besides the point. We're going to go and pop on down to the 3rd floor. Talk to Kasumi and Miranda. Miranda will take a little bit more time than Kasumi, I'm sure.
There you are. One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way. I have to say, that Jacob... he seems pretty intense. I wonder if if he likes Japanese girls with a penchant for kleptomania.
You know, I did kind of forget about Kasumi's crush on Jacob.
Joker and Edie are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Surprised you don't have anything to talk about regarding Morden, but... Or, did you have anything to say about Jack? I don't remember. Regardless, let's check out with Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
You'll have the advanced mineral scanner, which will just speed up our cursor. Might as well grab it, though.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Surprisingly, Miranda actually didn't take as long as Kasumi. Huh. Well, would you look at that? We'll go pop on down to engineering. Got Jack and Zaid to talk to. Zaid will show up on the starboard cargo. He's got a lot of stuff.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call it Jesse. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
So sentimental about a basic Avenger.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Verican. Turian frigate, hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I laid out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planetside.
We'll see if you're just that effective when you're actually in combat.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Yeah, Zaid is kind of a dick. Oh well. Pop that. Nothing as interesting here.
I was down and out when I found that gun. Jesse was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took her everywhere. She didn't have much punch, but reliable as all hell. She'd already been through a lot by the time I got her. Still, I never had to re-sight her once.
Very sentimental about
I
it.
remember Jesse's first kill. Turian arms dealer out of Omega. I ran through miles of filth and rust to hunt him down. When I finally cornered him, that gun was caked in 2 inches of the foulest sludge you can imagine. But Jesse wanted that Turian dead, so 2 shots. And he died right there. I killed my way across the terminus systems with that gun. Seemed like Jesse wanted to kill more than I did. Bloodthirsty old bitch. I owe half my reputation to that weapon right there. Anytime someone calls me ruthless, relentless, they're talking about that rifle. I don't take Jessie into battle anymore. Had to retire her about 5 years ago. I was hunting down this Batarian slaver. Got his name. Not important. Carved my way through 100 Batarian mooks. I don't remember ejecting a clip once. Jesse just kept firing. Reached the slaver and he got in my face. So I went to blow him away and nothing. The old bitch had finally jammed. So I smashed his face in with the butt of the gun and called in the job. After that, Jesse couldn't be fixed. Nothing anyone could do. Like she'd finally had enough blood and was ready to rest. Been resting ever since.
Very sentimental about his old gun.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Jack, Subject Zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ. Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness.
I mean, considering that we probably killed about that many, yeah.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
And eject the trash. Pew! So that's Zaid. We'll check in again with him every so often, but not terribly, terribly often. Jack. Gotta go and check in on you. How's it going?
Hey,
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own.
And so that will be Jack's biotic damage up. Might as well grab that.
Hey,
What do you think of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob doesn't know who he is, but that's not my problem. Miranda
Okay,
is
I feel like I didn't hear
a
anything about
secret
Jacob
that
before,
before she
but...
opened her
Tell me
mouth.
about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so.
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What did you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Doesn't sound like you're doing much living. Not for yourself.
What do you know? Cerberus lapdog, military stooge. You do nothing but live for other people. Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all, and that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
A space station. You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
You were a pirate too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism with that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. So fuck you. And thanks for asking.
I do like Jack as a character. I mean, she's, again, not as, she's not a top tier character in this game because this series has a lot of incredible characters, but still a really good character. While we're down here,
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles, but engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second tier stabilizers.
Love it when you talk dirty.
I love these two too.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
Outside of those T6 FB,
I bet you could find them
anything
on
else?
We're not going to do that for a little while. Again, have some lines of dialogue that we're going to partake in at a later time. And we can... Joker, do you finally have a line of dialogue about Morden, or did I screw that up by going up to the captain's cabin? Because I may have. Just may have. Apparently.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
But with all of that taken care of, another round around we go. Next time, I think we might go and recruit Archangel. But until then, see you guys later.